match any other on existing records. Investigating Eberhart, Sparks found that he had sold forged native relics before. When Pierce confronted Eberhart tried blackmailing Pierce by forging another stone with the inscription, "Pearson dare historical hoaxes, we dare anything." If Pierce didn't pay him $200 for it, he'd turn it over to the Saturday Evening Post and admit to faking the stones. To his credit, Pierce went to the newspapers and admitted to being duped. The story topped the headlines of the May 15th, 1941 Atlanta, Georgia. The first stone discovered, also known as the Chowan River Stone, is significantly different from the others. In the type of rock, the writing style, the usage of words, and the fact that it had nothing to do with Bill Eberhart. If a hoax, it is a superior one, requiring a level of scholarly knowledge and scientific examination that few reputable scholars and researchers have been willing to risk their careers in an attempt to authenticate. Damn it!
Authenticate.
I'm almost done with this quote. In 2016, the president of Brunel University, a geologist by training, had samplings of the stones tested by scientists at the University of North Carolina at Asheville. A slice of the stone revealed a distinct difference between the bright interior of the rock and the darkened crevices of the engraving, suggesting to some experts that the stone may be authentic. This is based on the scientific understanding that it takes a very long time for weathering to take place, and a very old inscription would have weathered significantly, as in the case of the Chowan River Stone, to a dark color with the exterior surface. Again, that is from nzpedia.org. I will link them in the show notes and in the sources. That is a big long quote. Others have questioned the authenticity. I did it correctly! The authenticity of the use of initials. So what do you think, babe?
I think that the stones all have, minus the fake ones, but I think they have some level of belief and credibility that should be attached to them, simply because in alchemy, which was a common belief and practice at the time, you would put really important information or events on stones. So, it makes sense.
Yeah. I think that the first one is real. They're authenticating it.
Authenticating?
Thank you. Ship to shore call, Chandler. It's a friend's joke. I know I shouldn't make jokes, it's a terrible show, but that is like a core memory. A ship to shore call, Chandler. Just that line is a core memory. From when Joey was on How to Win a Millionaire.
I've seen all of Friends one time.
I know.
I was not into it.
Because it's not a great show, and it did not age well. It was great for the time, but it did not age well. But yeah, I think that the first Dare Stone is real. They're authenticating it now. COVID has obviously slowed down that process. But I think that we'll hear about this soon, and I'm really excited to have covered this case. With that, that's it. That's the end. Thank you guys so much for listening to Bicoastal Crime. You can find the podcast on Instagram at Bicoastal Crime. You can find me on Instagram at carmen.rouge.burlesque. You can find Casey at bicoastalcasey. You can find Ryan at mr.ryan.rouge. He's linked to my profile if you want to check him out. And if you want to check out our sources, send case suggestions, or look at any other pictures attached to this, if you don't have Instagram, you can check us out at bicoastalcrimepodcast.com. And you can send case suggestions and listener stories and just case suggestions. Please send case suggestions to bicoastalcrime bicoastalcrime@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. You'll hear from us in another day or two because we're about to record another episode right now. And then, we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great night. Casey and I love to hear from our listeners and to connect with you all. That's why you can find us on Instagram at bicoastalcrime, Casey at bicoastalcasey, and Carmen at carmen.rouge.burlesque. You can check out all of our sources, all of our info, and learn more about us and the podcast at www.bicoastalcrimepodcast.com. And you can email us case suggestions and feedback to bicoastalcrime@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you, and we hope you tune in next week.